Good morning and welcome back to Cord Cutting Today. This is the daily video where we share some of today's top cord cutting stories along with our thoughts and opinions about what's happening in the world of cord cutting. Things are looking a little different today while I'm getting my filming setup figured out, so for now, hello and good morning from my desk. If you find this video helpful, hit that like button so we know that you're interested in these videos, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to Cord Cutters News for videos like this every day. There's been a lot of news in the past 24 hours, so let's jump right in. First up, I have another deal to share with you, and this one is from Roku. Right now, if you buy and activate a new Roku device, you can get 3 months of CBS All Access for free. Now, new Roku devices include Roku TVs, Roku Smart Soundbars, and Roku streaming players. This deal is only for new CBS All Access customers, so if you're already subscribed to CBS All Access, unfortunately this deal does not apply to you. But if you are not currently a CBS All Access subscriber and you're looking for a great deal and a new streaming device, this is the deal for you. Be sure to head over to cordcuttersnews.com. There's a link down below to our post about some of the recent Roku deals that are going on, so you can get a Roku Stick Plus or a Roku Ultra at a great price right now. So the link is down below. Head over to cordcuttersnews.com to learn more. A big story yesterday was Comcast acquiring the free ad-supported streaming service XUMO. We've known for a while that Comcast was interested in XUMO. This conversation has been going on since last year, but yesterday they made it official. So companies like Comcast are really seeing the value in bringing in advertising money from these free services with huge audiences, but they've also seen how these services can be used to build up their other assets. So I know a lot of you heard this news yesterday and you were not happy about it, especially on the Facebook group. I saw all of the comments. Some of you have had some really bad experiences with Comcast in the past, and you were afraid that XUMO is now going to be a paid service. So for now, Comcast has said that XUMO will continue to run as normal and separate from their cable service. So I don't think we're in any danger of this becoming a paid service anytime soon, but of course we will be on the lookout. A really good example of how this is probably going to work is the situation with Viacom CBS buying Pluto TV. So in their earnings call, Viacom CBS recently said that the company has a strategy where they want to have a free tier, which is Pluto TV, a paid tier for a wider audience, which is CBS All Access, and then their premium tier, which is Showtime. So the company is obviously making money from advertising here, but they've also found a really good way to use Pluto TV to promote their CBS shows, their Viacom movies like Dora the Explorer, and their other streaming services like CBS All Access. They even had a dedicated channel to Star Trek Picard, which was pretty cool. So they've really found ways to use Pluto TV to promote those shows and services. Comcast will likely be using XUMO as their free tier, and they'll be using that to pull customers in. So remember that Comcast also owns NBC Universal, and they will be launching their Peacock streaming service soon. So it's likely that Comcast will use XUMO the same way as Pluto TV, where they will be doing branded channels and just kind of pulling customers in and building up some interest in Peacock before it launches and after it launches. So don't worry for now about XUMO not being free. I can't say for sure what's going to happen in the future, but for now it looks like things will stay the same, but XUMO will be getting some new content, which is never a bad thing. Let's move on to some shakeups at Disney-owned companies. Yesterday, Disney made a bit of a surprising announcement that the CEO, Bob Iger, would be stepping down effective immediately, and he would be replaced by Bob Chapek. So Chapek was previously leading Disney's Parks division before getting this promotion. Bob Iger has been a huge part of leading Disney's growth in media. So most recently, he led the Disney team in the acquisition of Fox Entertainment, and he was also in charge during the planning and the launch of Disney+. Iger seems to be on board with the change. He actually made a statement in the Disney announcement about Chapek taking over, and he said that he feels it's the right time to transition to a new CEO. So Iger is still going to be around, and he's still going to be working with the creative team over at Disney. His contract is up in December 2021, so he'll be working alongside of Chapek and the rest of the team while Chapek kind of settles into his new role over at Disney. As you probably know, Hulu is now also a Disney-owned company, and they are also getting a new leader. Kelly Campbell was formerly the Chief Marketing Officer at Hulu, and she'll be stepping into the role of president. Now, there are some interesting things here. So, Randy Freer was Hulu's CEO previously, and he stepped down last month. So, Campbell is not going to be simply coming in and filling that role that was left open by Freer. She's getting a new title of president rather than CEO. And this means a few things. In the announcement, it was pretty clear that Disney plans to have full control over Hulu and that they plan to more fully integrate Hulu into the Disney universe. There was some talk of this being part of the reason that Freer left when he did, that maybe it was too much change, maybe he didn't have quite as much freedom to do what he wanted as he would have liked. Kelly Campbell will be taking over. She will be reporting to Kevin Mayer, who is currently the chairman of direct-to-consumer over at Disney, as well as the Disney board. So we'll likely be seeing things kind of continue as they have been, with Disney moving more mature content over to Hulu and keeping their more family-friendly content over at Disney+. Next up, I want to mention a story from earlier this morning because I'm really interested to hear your feedback on this one. So this morning, Luke talked about some small cable providers that are dropping TV service and focusing only on providing internet to their customers. And whenever they make these changes, they're also promoting streaming services as being a cable alternative for their customers. We've been seeing this happen more and more, especially over the past few months. Windstream, Cincinnati Bell, and Hawaiian Telecom were just a few examples that Luke gave in his post this morning. So small companies are finding that they just can't compete with some of these big names. It's been less cost effective for them to offer TV services and just has been making more sense for them to go internet only. So streaming services are actually making it easier for these small companies by offering partnerships to just sort of make the transition for cable customers over to streaming a little bit quicker and painless. So, especially for those of you in small towns where these small cable providers tend to be located, I'm really curious, have you seen this happen with companies in your town? I know a lot of you have emailed, but I'm sure there are way more stories than we've seen so far. And is that what brought you to cord cutting in the first place? Is that why you're here watching this video right now? Do you think that this is a trend that's going to continue through 2020 and beyond and add to the growth of streaming over cable TV? Let me know in the comments or come back tonight for our Q&A and let's talk more about it. Alright, anime fans, this one's for you. Crunchyroll, which is one of the largest services dedicated to anime content, announced yesterday that they're developing 8 new original anime series. This is the first slate of Crunchyroll originals and they're spanning all genres. So for these series, Crunchyroll has linked up with comic and manga writers, artists, and just creators for 8 original titles. Some of them sound fun and light and happy, and others sound very dramatic. So if you're interested in any anime genres, make sure that you head over to read our full post. We have full descriptions of each of the new shows over in that post, and they sound really interesting. If you're an anime fan, this is something that you will definitely want to read up on. Now this is interesting. Netflix has also noticed the rise in popularity of anime, and they've committed to bringing more anime content to their own worldwide audience. So to develop their anime library, Netflix has teamed up with 6 creators for their own lineup of anime originals. This is building on an announcement that Netflix made last year about a partnership with 5 Japanese production companies, and they entered that partnership just to build up their anime selection in the beginning. We don't have any details just yet about what Netflix is up to or what these shows are going to look like, but we can expect to see a lot more anime content on that platform going forward. That wraps up our news for this morning. Thanks so much for joining me here at my desk this morning for cord cutting today. Luke will be back with a video tomorrow, and I will be right here tonight again at 8 p.m. Eastern for a live Q&A, where I will be answering all of your cord cutting questions and talking to you about what you're watching on Netflix this week. Thanks so much. See you next time.